Good evening, race fans. It is time for another Choozo Randomizer race from this awesome tournament we've had so far. I am Vincent RTA, joined on comms today by Scupula. How you doing tonight?
Doing just fine. I figured I'm gonna watch a couple of real good runners go out of here, and I can maybe take something away and learn something tonight. So, yeah, I'm new to SM, but enough to get by here tonight. So, thank you for having me.
For me. It's my favorite. Definitely my favorite game to watch speedruns of. Even though I main another game to play speedrunning. I main Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, but watching the skill level and the awesomeness of the runners in this in this game are amazing. And we've got two good runners here. EXAKTScience, she's been on a tear in this tournament. It's her first time in this tournament, but has been playing very well. BajaBlood, I just watched one of his seeds the other day, and he did awesome there. So it's going to be a good time, and hopefully these racers will have a seed that doesn't give them nightmares like one that maybe happened earlier today, apparently.
Yeah, that's ominous. I'll have to go back and check that. Anyway, as we get started here, real quick on the settings, and we'll go over this as we need as we continue through here, but we're going to be doing full countdown. No area shuffle, but the bosses are going to be randomized, and they're going to be using the hard difficulty preset here in the tournament. So you're probably going to see Hell Run or two. As we also see the starting location being randomized here. We have a Bubble Mountain start and an immediate Varia suit. So, I mean, that's nice.
That's something that's pretty typical. If you're going to start in this area, the randomizer will give you the Varia suit right away. So because you're not going to really have the opportunity to get enough tanks to get through, so the randomizer's smart enough to know we've got to give them Varia. So that's why we don't run the suit challenge in this one, because these seeds kind of just automatically dictate which suit you're going to get first.
Yeah, I myself haven't been brave enough to try this, and here's why: because this wall jump that Exact is trying to do is a little bit tough. Now, BajaBlood took a running start from the save station and got up that way.
Oh, and that was definitely a so that, I mean, even though it's just a couple seconds, that puts Baja ahead just a little bit. And we'll see. We've got Upper Norfair, so I'm going to talk about those of you who might be new to this, that upper left-hand corner where it says Up North. That's a shorthand for Upper Norfair, which is a location that we started in, or the current location that we're in. And the number 3 next to that is these are the number of major items in that area. So when I say major items, I mean the items in the HUD, aka the grapple beam and the X-ray, and then all of the items in the tracker. So the beams and all the movement items and the 2 suits. We've already started with the suit and knocked one of those out of the way, but that means there's 3 other items in Upper Norfair. This is an area that runners shouldn't have too big of an issue checking, but there are some areas that are going to be blocked off initially that they won't be able to check right away. Example is getting out of wave would be difficult, so we'll have to see what the runners are able to do here.
Yeah, there's a gate glitch, of course, you can do.
Yes, but
it's just a few missiles here.
Yeah, it's tough but hey, look at that. That's our first other major speed booster there. So wave is an incredibly important check here.
It's a good thing to find now. It does open a lot of things in other areas of the game that you normally can just see.
Oh, great movement by EXAKTScience there to take that D boost over. Oh, we got a reset from Baja.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. I didn't see what the issue was.
Oh, did he fall?
Oh, it's possible. Yeah, without a morph, you can't get out.
Exact is going to choose to skip that back item, which I I like. Yeah, and because there's no morph, there's no escape if you fall.
Yeah,
That's not the first time I've seen this happen in this tournament.
yeah, and then even if you don't fall, you get 5 shots at the gate. I guess maybe 10 with the supers, but things can happen. So yeah, it's a good idea. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, that was something we watched a seed where the runners had to do the gate glitch with just 5 missiles. So it was 5 supers and no missiles. So it was a very difficult seed beginning to the seed, and it was required for progression.
Yeah, I want to say this is logical as well under the difficulty. You have to let me know on that, but yeah, if it is I'm sure required to give you the minors that it did, but
All right, we see Baja's having to go back through these areas while EXAKTScience, she's making her way across the top of Norfolk here. Gonna be right at the beginning. Gonna see we are in area rando, right?
no, this is just vanilla area here today.
Vanilla area. Okay. Well,
Exact wanted to use the speed booster to get out and just hit every branch in the enemy tree there on the way, unfortunately. So had to do some wall jumps. And there's a grapple beam here at Business Center's E-Tank location.
okay, so that leaves us just one major in Upper Norfair, but again, the difficulty of not having morph this early makes some of the movement a lot more difficult. I like this safety save that she's making here.
And it is random morph, so you might see it soon. We might not. It won't probably take too long, but Exact, I think, wants to head for Croc here, which is a whole nother area. Could be a whole nother set of majors. We'll have to see once she gets in there.
Easy, no problem there with getting that gate glitch with just four attempts.
Yes, that one's nice with the farm spot in case something just goes wrong on you. Because I don't know, for me, it's like 1 try, 2 tries, 10 tries. No in between.
Ah, wow. 2 items in Croc. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes this
I want to say 5 spots. So yeah.
That makes this a really strong play here by Exact. She gambled, and this might, we'll see what's back here behind Croc. If it's morph, that's kind of a big game changer here. Unfortunately, is gonna have to do a little bit of farming, but she's comfortable with that, obviously.
Meantime, BajaBlood is trying to get this wall jump with nothing here up to North Reserve, and it's not a fun one.
No, this is one that's another one where EXAKTScience, she made short work of that E-boost.
Well, it's funny because I come on here, I do some wall jumps like the gauntlet thing, and people, I watch it back, and people are like, "Oh, that's pretty hard to do." And I'm like, "Well, okay, I thought that was okay. This one here, I don't like it."
This is definitely a tight jump.
I mean, probably the way you're supposed to do it is go back and take a waiver deboost or something, but
Doc is not being very generous here.
That didn't even occur to me about this this ammo count thing. I mean, you're supposed to have charge for this, but yeah, with low missile counts, Anytime I ever run out of missiles, I've gotten backed up into the wall, no problem. This can be tricky, but...
Oh, and Croc has an extremely low super drop rate. So it's all about farming regular missiles. But getting lucky here, Croc's not really doing a ton of advancing, so she might be able to make it with this refill.
Baja does get the wall jump finally. You can shake out the hands. Good to finally get it. It's one of those things that can go on forever if you're not getting agreed with, I guess, by the game.
Come on, Croc. This is so close.
Yeah, got another
E-tank available, but can't grab it without that morph.
Yeah, I did miss whenever Exact was through here. See what it was. Looks like she's got about another 7 or 8 steps.
One more here. Oh, a little bit of a charge. Oh no, that missile missed.
Yeah, the Croc hitbox is still something that gives me some fits sometimes.
Not quite Batuan's hitbox, but it's still frustrating.
Yeah, especially when you're that close. It just can be hard to focus, that's for sure.
One more should do it. Nope.
Keep stepping forward with every single one. Oh man, I tell you.
No, a big charge here. Oh, Croc.
Man.
No, not like this. And she has not saved. Well, she did save, but when you're this close, it's hard to think about a reset. Oh, got a super drop though. That's big here. Okay, and BajaBlood is making the same play. Gonna be headed down to Croc as well. Yep. Come on, Croc. Wow, that's 4, 5, 6 charges, 7. No,
man, it's almost like creatures don't want to die. Yeah.
Okay. Probably gonna have to go down there with more ammo.
Well, BajaBlood's gonna try it, and I guess see what happens, because it's one of these things you can't help it, but it in this case serves to even the race a little, so could get interesting.
So BajaBlood's going to check Croc escape, which is
charge. Okay.
That's big here.
Yeah, that is definitely big. So that grapple beam just being picked up and everything.
And now is going to head right back down. Oh.
Oh no! Don't tell
Oops.
me.
Oh no. Did falling. Oh no.
Oh no.
Is this even possible?
I was thinking.
You know what's sad here is if speed booster but no high jumper, this would be trivial.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Probably gonna have to reset back.
Seems like it works.
Yeah, we're switching audio just because we have. Oh, his audio should be clean now. He fixed it, so should be clear of the should be clear of his mic. So Red Bryn has nothing to give. That's not exciting. Although even just some ammo would be useful here.
Tastiest missile pack in SM right there.
Okay, nice. First attempt. Gate glitch there for Baja. Gonna take this refill before going back down. I have a feeling it's going right back to Croc. Has that charge beam now, so this should be much easier.
There's a little chat about walking through the lava underneath, which I guess would work outside of the E-tank counts. Am I assessing that correctly? After Baja fell down.
Yeah, maybe you can. Yeah, you can. Oh, wow.
He might have had all of 50 energy at the time, but regardless,
guarantee you will not miss this one on the way out. Oh no!
Jeez, oh, man.
So,
Well, okay.
Master Curse. Sorry about that.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I've been there with stuff like this. It's a random equivalent of taking your eye off the ball. You know, it doesn't sometimes feel like it. It's just, you know, you want to be out of the room. That's all it is. And
it looked, if anything, it looked a little bit of it looked like a risky attempt at it. So I don't know. 4 in criteria. Wow. Okay, so this is a big area. Lot of majors in this space.
it's like exact once a piece of old brain here. It's gonna, well, gave the short charge one try, but didn't get it. No big deal. Get it later. Might find more from bombs down here for all we know.
Yeah, we'll see what she finds down here in our criteria basement. Wave beam, okay. Shoots the block out, but not gonna matter. Can't roll out of here right now. So can only check ceiling here. Oh, is extra. Baja is extra careful that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
big smile.
Yep. Hang on to that. Just make sure you get there type thing at this point.
Okay. Explosives are exact, so that's big for her.
Yep.
But still can't use them without that.
No.
Without that morph.
That's 3 checks down there. I'll potentially come back to you later. And I want to go back and mention here, as you see Baja now into Croc with Charge Beam, which Exact did not, take the time to get. So, that could have been, Croc all well and done for her, but, not to be. And
I don't know if I saw her check it.
Yeah, I don't think she did. If she did, I'm sure she would have picked it up and gone to Croc with it.
So that's a big information piece.
Mm-hmm.
So she could be wasting a lot of time in this space that, just on this search trying to find that morph.
And Baja with just a few more grapple issues, but gets out of the acid and picks up a super.
This grapple is being it was the bane of Baja's existence tonight.
It's not going to be a fun time whenever Exact gets, to Croc and the escape and finds the charge beam. I mean, well, maybe on round 2 she'll check that first.
Well,
But
Chad is mentioning something, and this is a important fact. Pretty sure she got up here through a yellow door.
so can you lock out, or does the game know to give you
No,
more?
she might have soft locked and not be able to go back if we find charge back here. Hey, we have Kip raiding with a party of 12.
Well,
Welcome, watchers of Kip, who is a recent randomizer champion. Definitely a great commodity and a great part of the randomizer community.
so here's the an arguably thickest part of the game, but only 2 majors in it today. There's one of them. So that cuts down the possibility of morph, I guess, by a lot. So.
Yep. Meanwhile, we still got 2 majors here in Rockland. That grapple might have been just the this is what you were meant to do.
Yeah, I'm starting to
find
feel
out
like it
in a
was. Yep.
There's
Ooh.
space jump.
Okay.
I think Baja likes it.
Yeah, you can retire the grapple beam permanently. Plus, we need shaft tool.
Wish he had that before getting stuck where he did.
There it is.
Yep. That the nod and confirmation this was in fact the correct call was going to Croc. So that means Exact is not going to be able to get back here and is going to have to take a reset. So that puts Baja miles ahead at this point.
Yep, a lot of game left. Anything can happen, but that morph, that's a big one. That was the biggest one. I was wondering if Baja's going to check this minor here. It's not too hard. It's on the way out. Supers, so that's nice.
You know, it's when you're watching these, it's so like morph is something you just take for granted when you're thinking about playing the game. So not having it is there's so many things you're like, oh, I can do this. No, I can't. No, I can't.
Yeah, just gonna real quick throw out, the kind of stuff we see in SMZ3 when you have warps to various areas and you see no more for 2 hours. It can be fun. Exact, running out of options, we'll have to take that reset you mentioned. So. Baja, I thought maybe might check Crumble Tower in reverse, but not gonna do it that way. Still need some bombs.
Yes, and well, we know at least the location of a power bomb pack, but there are a lot more areas in criteria the Baja's going to be able to check by having that morph. Oh, yep, and Exact just sees it. I guarantee you, she is mad right now seeing that charge beam.
Yeah, that was
realizing that that's the play. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Baja nodding in agreement with, hey, this is the route I was supposed to take.
So it doesn't want any part of the high jump location. And well, today I learned that bomb block isn't there. I didn't realize that. You could just roll through there. I mean, SMZ3 doesn't change anything, so I'm still trying to learn, all those little things in this game, like the mockball room, anti-soft lock space or that kind of thing. Didn't know about that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's interesting running, switching over. I actually just completed after doing commentary on these and the previous randomizer season. I finally decided to start playing, so I actually finished my first rando seed this week. So I love this community and I've loved watching it, and now I finally decided to hop in. And the water's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty new. I do Zelda 3, and of course, our community has all kind of different ways to play the game. The Varia Rando is very thorough, I guess, in that regard. And
Well, there's a bonus for Exact. She did not forget that you could go across the bottom, and only lost about 40 health.
yeah, see, I was curious what that would have taken off without gravity, but you know.
Well, it looks like the lava, it doesn't cover the whole space, so you're able to jump up a little bit. So she made it out nice and easy. But that was one of those, she definitely thought for a second, hey, I've got morph, I can get out of here, but we know morph was not a thing. But hopefully she will full clear croc, get that morph ball, and be able to exit here and start moving forward. The one thing she has right now that Baja doesn't is the knowledge of the check she's already made.
Mm-hmm.
So that is helpful, because knowledge is very, very important in these. I mean, we saw the knowledge Baja had of knowing where charge beam was made a huge difference earlier. Exact being very careful with that grapple, gets these supers nice and clean.
See, this is why I'm here, partially to learn some things I don't see come up much. This low ammo croc being one of them, because you're in F-73, you're going to have 50 missiles every time you're down here.
Or even just vanilla when you come down here, unless you do early croc, you still have way more than enough ammo to just clear it.
So
Sees that wave, adds that to the mix.
yeah, and Baja went this way with 5 power bombs. I think it was counting on finding another pack and did so there, left a morph, so that's good for him.
Oh, she was trying to carry that across to make this check a lot easier, but hey, we've got grapple. Oh. But you can see from like Exact, her movement's very solid, so she's able to make up for it quickly.
Yeah, this Ripper, whatever it might be called, one of those, like, you want to do it as soon as you get in a room, and if you don't, yeah, you might have to do it. She just didn't rearrange a bit to get it to work.
So powerbomb pack in that ceiling that we knew about. But are we gonna see? We're gonna see a Billy Mays check.
Yeah, 3 checks, 3 majors. Well, 2 now, but you kind of have to do it.
This is my favorite room to get checked in the game. We got our first item, which is supers, and what do we got back there? We're getting trolled by the crumble.
2 frames away.
And more power bombs that we're just gonna skip. Okay. You know, I don't hate the getting the extra supers that we already have charge and we have wave, so at least the charge beam's there, so ammo isn't a major issue. Hopefully we'll find another beam along the way.
So now one thing I do know, yeah, that's not easy, because one thing I do know is that is a stutter 3 you have to do to get through there.
That's a really, really, really nice short charge.
Sees that morph ball now, and that just has to pick it up.
Nice job there by Exact. Now we'll be able to go up and grab the other item without a problem. Executing that. Oh, missed the Ripper there.
Let's see. Without high jump, you can hit that just running. You have to jump on the last block or very close to it.
She is going to have to heal up if she wants to do that.
Mm. Well, to spark what she's doing, yeah, she does, I suppose. But ooh, okay, toasty.
But this is actually one of the ideal farming locations, as it gives 6 drops on those kills, so she'll be able to reload quickly. Yep, even just takes the deboost. Like, why not? I can reload on the way out. About to check 230. More supers. I'd be happy if the game handed me 230 supers. That'd be, make for an extremely short Mother Brain fight.
Yep. Just ammo over.
Now, okay. I was wondering if she was going to leave or continue to check Croc. I'm glad she is going to do this. We'll get that space jump. Misses that moonfall, but that's okay. Gonna go check a rarely checked location.
Yeah, 3 majors. I guess it's nice to know that there's one in here. Well, and then of course you have speed anyway, so if it's here, you'll get it. Dismissal is probably going to get him, maybe.
No, with
charge.
With charge at this point, yeah, those regular missiles are barely worth it.
Yeah. Just a thought about it a little bit.
There was a stutter. Quick, do I? Nah. All right, so Exact is going to finish up this Croc area, get out of there, head back onto the map. Knows what she saw in Criteria. Knows that there's a ton of items. So what do we got left here? We got Gauntlet, and we've got BT, and we've got Criteria power bombs, and then Moat, because Moat is also another Criteria location.
Yeah, that's something else I figured out. A wreck ship starts right after Moat, not in wreck ship, the way the game has it, but yeah, you're right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks, 60% major, right?
Yep, this is pretty loaded for items. So
you know, I might pick up those missiles that Baj skipped there only because, you know, lack of screw attack, and you just have wave beam even if you have charge. So it's like, you know, you might like a few more, but I'm thinking he probably figures we'll run into something nice like that sooner rather than later. A standard bomb module, which at this point just saved you from spending all 20 of your power bombs, so not the most useful thing, but grab it nonetheless.
I mean, it's a couple seconds of time save of switching, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
With a great emoji there of the bomb coming in. This is where we wish we had screw attack. Or if you know the trick of opening the door from the other side and doing the spark into here. But might not have had enough life with only one tank and a half. Phaser, okay.
Yeah, I get all the skips with no majors on the countdown here, but a couple E-tanks might not be too bad to run into.
You know, that's something, the E-tanks there, they can be either plentiful or stingy in this. This is something that last go around I was talking with Kip about. Some of these seeds where, you know, you'd play for 30 minutes and you'd only have like 2 E-tanks. So it was extremely difficult. Okay. Best ball. All right.
And that's another thing to save power bombs with. So, yeah.
Baja does not look happy about that find.
Like, well, okay, fine. But
And that, at this point, doesn't know that he's got a pretty commanding lead.
yeah,
But it's also going to depend on how deep, does she go and do gauntlet check? Because if Exact doesn't, that's a big time save. So we will see. But a full clear of criteria of all the majors.
yeah, Baja, if I had to guess, it's less the spring ball and more the fact that that was the last major and they were all just kind of So, but yeah, so we're thinking about Suitless Meridia here in chat, and this is where you might have to help me because I was told at some point that's not a thing for this tournament logically, or
It depends on the difficulty setting, and it's Suitless Meridia is not that uncommon.
okay.
It's definitely something, if you're going to any of the randomizer seasons, you're going to want to have that practice and be ready, because it can happen.
Yeah, we're on setting number 2 if one were the highest, so I don't actually know.
Double missiles, but does see these high jump boots.
That's something you were mentioning before about how they're playing based on, well, where they feel they are. I think they both feel behind right now. The reset from Wave for Baja, the incident at Croc on the other side.
They probably both feel behind.
Yeah.
Both are worried about it because they both had some bad routing or just bad breaks or not realizing that you could escape. So just a bad play there. So it's nice backup.
That was
Very
fun.
nice by Baja. Wow. Okay. I did that the other day and I did not have that crumble save. I just crumbled. So, okay.
And rewarded
Okay.
with some nice offense. So he likes
right
it.
now is contemplating what's next, and I think maybe well, there's a couple of options because we only have 4 majors left. We have ice, plasma, gravity, and X-ray. So is this worth maybe I don't know. Was this a random boss, or was this a?
It is random boss, so you'll see some saves outside, I guess, maybe.
I'm wondering if do you maybe check to see how many items are wrecked ship before going down to Lower Norfair? And we're on E-tank shortage, so we're once again finding an E in this seed is a mystery all of its own.
Yeah, I mean, leaves the possibility that a lot of them were skipped. You can get through wrecked ship, you go back down Red Bryn to the next thing, and maybe at that point then you check, depending on what you have or leaving wrecked ship. But there's one at Terminator, at least. I think we knew that. But...
that vanilla E taste. Yeah, E is definitely a requirement right now. Gonna want to really have at least 3 to be comfortable down in Lower Norfair, 4 to finish the game with a tight finish for the game. Exact, she is gonna check the same taking the same path that Baja did after once having everything required. Oh no.
See, now this is one of those, if you had screw attack, it's nice and easy. But...
oh, moat is E. All right. So, well, there's that.
Yeah, that's between that and very a nice, comfortable Fantoon, I'd say.
1 here in wreck ship.
Should be another one right here. No, just supers. But yeah, okay, doesn't want him. Got 40.
I mean, it got 40. Like, gotta feel really comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not sure how Baja is with Dragon without gravity and all that, but one way or the other, Plasma would be nice to see, I guess.
Well, it has grapple, so Dragon is a non-issue.
Oh, well, okay, because I can't do it, but
The grapple kill, I remember that for me, that was always the way that was the only way I even knew how to kill Dragon, was the grapple beam.
well, the kill, sure, but getting out.
Oh, spring ball.
Oh, right. Yes, something I always forget about too. There's your one major for X ship, the X-ray, the well, least useful of those remaining.
At the same time, if you find plasma, now that gives you microwave beam.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's our first boss going to be as we're about to get this check? Who do you think we got? Do we have Dragon, Ridley, Phantoon, Vanilla Phantoon, or Kraid?
I'll go Vanilla Phantoon because I totally forgot about the. No,
You've
it's
got
Dragon.
Dragon. All right.
Yeah, so.
Oh, the reset. Must not feel comfortable about getting out of there.
Yeah, or it's like me and didn't even think about the spring ball. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to use spring ball to get out. Come to think of it. I was checking some stuff I would suppose on a map here, but Ghost there is something to say about it.
Yep, I think Leno's right. We're going to see a fast path down to Lower Norfair and do the full checks all the way up.
Yeah.
So now we know that Kraid was showing 0. I thought Kraid was showing 0.
Yeah, I remember 0.
But it could be Ridley.
Yeah, I recall somebody didn't even want to go in there. On a kind of, I guess, that possibility.
I think it was EXAKTScience, so she saw it was 0 and just decided to hard pass on going.
Grab her later kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one that you like. It's a very quick area to go drop that boss. So I don't disagree with the idea of skipping it and moving on. All right, Exact. She's headed up to check criteria power bombs.
Criteria low power bombs, as it were.
Well, this is where we knew that. Regular bombs are. So this is the most items I think I've seen on one of these randomizers at this point in the race in a while. The fact that there's only 3 majors left to find for that we don't know the location of. Like everything else is found.
Yeah, I guess the way the game generated it had to give a bunch of stuff to get to Morph.
So had both players had a really easy, successful run of Croc the first time around, this would be a much faster seed. So they have now, looking at this and the layout, Baja has to be terrified of looking down and seeing that, that dot done from Exact at this point. The both runners are probably like, yeah, this seed's kind of moving quick.
Yeah, Exact is trying to open the gauntlet door here, I'm guessing. I never saw it done this way.
Yeah, that's a new one to me. I've seen it done from the top side. So we got Ridley
Cradley has the ability to do it. Maybe the energy is an issue. If we can lock him into the pogo here.
Yeah,
He'll be
but
all
has
right.
that screw attack, so can get up out of the damage area. Had a ton of supers. This should be a fairly quick fight.
A little tail whack there, but not too bad altogether. And there goes the dragon.
All right. Very nice Ridley fight there for Baja. A little bit of a look of relief, you know, as you dropping down to 37. But, well, gets a trash can.
Yeah, it's not quite the refill we want, but you know.
But apparently it's the refill he deserved. Very nice spark from Exact. That saves so much time getting through Gauntlet. That's one of my favorite sparks to see. So Exact is going to full clear this. And now we've got Baja. Made quick work. Really nice Ridley fight there. That was definitely, you know, without having plasma and just having all the supers, that fight, you know, it's a little bit more taxing. You know, requires a lot of concentration, makes it look easy.
Here's Exact. Oh, let's see if she even picks this up.
I mean, it's still spring ball. It's the best ball. You always pick up the best ball.
She was facing left and then went right, so I was like, okay, maybe.
Apparently, West Meridia has 2 items. That's a big space with 2 items. So, all right.
Oh, okay. So I'm following in chat, Chrono pointing out, yeah, since we dipped into Dragon, it gives us a look at the HUD for East Meridia. Yeah, that's a good piece of knowledge to have that you can do that. I never even thought to do it.
All right. So this gonna be a scary jump coming in from this side without that gravity suit. Oh
shoot!
I thought we were gonna have a first attempt. That was so close.
He's not got too many here with the E-tank count.
Ah, took a hit there. Yep, that's gonna be a. All right.
And gets the crystal flash. Not bad.
Okay, that's a couple more chances here. Hopefully there was a save right before this.
Yeah, I did not catch one, but
to make that jump a little bit lower. There we go.
Oh
no!
Well, you know, and that I'll tell you what, that last one always gets me. It does, because it looks like you're going to clear it, but your kit box just doesn't clear it.
Oh wow. Okay, that was close. That was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think getting out here is a win. So I know you have this Nutella refill station here, but not any nearby save stations. So it's just trust yourself. And yeah, I'll tell you what, no matter who you are, it can be hard to get that delay on that wall jump right under that Nahime. While you are under all that pressure, the ticking of your suit, all that. So.
Well, and the ticking of the clock in your head of the race situation, knowing that you're gonna have to make this happen, and you can't miss this. You've got to move forward. You're worried that your opponent's already down here.
Just one little instance of having to go slow in the middle of having to go fast. Yeah, that can be rough.
All right, gets
There
it
it
this
is.
time. Very nice.
Taking a save here in case you gotta.
I like it.
Yeah, well, not multiple reasons, but you could take this and check GT and see what that it has. But...
Well, and even just the stress of getting through that moment, like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
like the relief of making that pass and being like, okay, now I can save, and like I can imagine it feels good to get that save there.
So yeah, just one major down here, but Baja's gonna head left anyway. Probably E-tanks also,
Oh,
or maybe.
even though we got 40 supers, we're gonna have to.
Oh, we're fresh out, aren't we? Holy crap!
Rushing a little bit there, trying to get through. So we're gonna have to take the intended route.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least you have charge, you can do GT and get through, but with just space or wave, it's not so fast. Oh, that's a platform. Why is that there?
Specifically for this randomizer.
What is it? Because it's the not needing space jump thing? Or...
Yes, it's a Varia tweak. Yes.
I figured it'd make you just jump in and wall up the left, but
Nope. It gives the racers like, it makes it a little bit more doable. Well, it makes it doable in some situations where you might come down here with not enough ammo, not enough anything.
yeah, I guess as you're saying it, I'm thinking the E-tank situation. That can happen in this rando, so jumping in may not be an option.
All has 4 now, and that's going to feel a lot more comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A refill too to go with it.
All right, charge Spazer, definitely not as nice as charge Plasma here. It's going to take a lot more shots.
It does find the X pixel to stand on, so
yep, that's a nice lock there. We'll be able to finish this off pretty easy. Although I would almost kind of consider that, you could use grapple beam here and just kind of load out and refill, which might not be a terrible idea, but I don't know, since he already found this, we'll be able to work through pretty quick. All right, so Exact takes a save in the wreck ship. She's gonna head on down, gonna see that it's Dragon. Let's see what she chooses to do while we're waiting for this GT fight to finish, because that's going to be a minute here.
Yeah, Oscar down here in chat pointing about the crouching before you fire up. Well, if you have plasma, that gives you, well, I guess a couple extra frames for the game to potentially give you a second hit per shot.
Oh, there's the farming. I like it.
Yeah, just about had enough of the slowly color changing robot.
And there's the quick reset. So it is 2 in East Meridia.
Just an E-tank for the trip to GT, which, at this point you would say is not that bad.
Agreed. Both runners decided to skip Dragon.
What is left boss-wise here anyway? Kraid and...
We know Dragon, we know Ridley, so we have Phantoon or Kraid.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Kraid because Kraid likes being in Ridley's lair a lot for some reason.
Yeah, when I watched Rando League, when that was the thing, I saw that. So yeah.
Yeah, most of the time I called, I swear it was like every single time those two would just switch. They'd be like, "Hey, I want to be the." Ridley's like, "I want to be the first boss they find." Let's grab these supers from Mickey Mouse, the aptly named Mickey Mouse room. Please don't sue us, Disney. Forgets the jump. You can see the look on Baja's face like, yep, I was supposed to jump through this door. You know, Multi-Dark, I have no idea why that room is called Mickey Mouse.
It's shaped like his head. I knew that. I mean, I had to get it explained to me. Apparently, the one on the way out of here is supposed to look like Frank or Z from Twitch, and I didn't know that till about a month ago. But yeah, it's supposed to look like ears and a mouth, I guess. I missed the thing, didn't I? Yeah, at least we got the dog in chat.
Yes, we do. On the super route for the Metal Pirates here. Some runners will do the charge, the speed echoes. Exact's still item hunting here, which is a little interesting. Just going to take the save. I like that. I guess if you're going to go take the save, then grabbing the supers is a good plan here. We've got Phantoon. Okay, so not really. This will turn on the wrecked ship, but at this point, are you even really worried about, like, I think at this point you just collect what's on the way, but you're gonna just go try to finish the game at this point.
I think there the concern becomes doing enough damage to Mother Brain 2 before you yourself run out of health. You only take, what, 200 points, I guess?
Going for that Doppler. That's a very, very difficult trick to get consistently. Oh no, no, Exact. Not like this. Oh, Exact.
You're gonna have to hook for a quick grab.
No!
Yeah. Assuming nothing else like that happens.
Oh, that's really rough for her. Hate to see that.
Well, it's one of those instances, at least it's not Vanilla Ridley and you got a long walk.
Is laughing, probably not feeling the greatest about this Phantoon fight. This has been a rough one. It does get that last super in there. Space Ghost, aka some microwave. Well, no, we didn't get microwave. Man, I haven't seen a microwave squid in a while.
Is the Space Ghost scattered coast to coast now, I guess?
Yes. Comedy Central, or sorry, Cartoon Network, please don't sue us.
Yeah, on my Fantine, I'm happy to take my 4th cycle with one 6-hit cycle with a crappy Doppler, and I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay, hopefully Exact has a much better fight this time. Hopefully gets that Pogo over here. Really cooperating a little bit more this time. Definitely a better health situation than she was in last time. Nice red irritated Ridley. And there we go. She has a much better success that second time around. So a couple more easy checks on the way out of Lower Norfair here. Definitely gonna check Fire Fleas. I would check them all on the way out just in case. Skipping that super pack. Maybe no, rethinking it. Okay.
I think that was fell down and figured, well, because of that, I might as well just go get it. Maybe. Since it happened again. Why is it called Metroid, by the way? It doesn't even play as a Metroid. Why is it called Zelda? You don't play as Zelda.
Oh.
Well,
Pointing and showing us the goods that we're about to get. Pointing to the thing, the very important thing, making Meridia a joke. There will be no suitless Meridia this time around. Oh, and this is why we want spring balls getting through this area. This is the one area we wanted spring ball for. Gonna be very happy to get this gravity. This seed was very, very, very linear. If you went in the right order. Just had to make sure that you did that croc right away. Yeah, giving you that grapple beam was a big sign. Everything else has been just right along the path. What are you talking about? Spring ball actually useful? Spring ball is always useful. Spring ball, best ball.
Good.
Being conscientious about the health coming through here is a couple mistakes. These key hunters can punish you quickly. Yeah, basically, if you went out of the logic the seed was giving you, you were getting punished for sure. Where sometimes that works out for runners, but this is one of those seeds where you had to follow the path and the information it was giving you. Sometimes going out of logic can be a reward, but I really think of all items that morph in particular, it's if you don't get that in time, it because it shuts so much off in the seed, you're miles behind your opponent if they just followed the right path.
Well, didn't know you could do that. I guess with wave, I guess you can bury the pickups underneath the ground there. It's one of these rooms I hope to avoid. Astor with the same sentiment.
I mean, at least it's a lot of drops. That's its only saving grace. But yeah, all right. So Baja is here in Meridia. West Meridia, we know, has nothing, so no reason to mess around here at all. Just gonna go right to Botwoon.
Darn you, unloading door.
All right, so Exact is about to try to make that front side Meridia entrance. Oh, I had to get up here with Spring Ball in my seed. Just watching people jump up there, that's got to be a good feeling. All right, so quite a few checks here in this room.
Can we jump over that? Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Maybe could have with Spring Ball. Another reason Spring Ball's great. You know, ice.
Yeah.
Ice, baby. I will happily take that. That speeds up those Metroid rooms so much. That's a great find.
Yeah, definitely worth the missile pickup now. Hoping for that or plasma, if not both. But I mean, maybe we'll get lucky on a sand pit on the way up.
Also, Rob Van Winkle, please don't sue us. All right, Exact gets up there easily, makes it look like that jump and that climb in that room is nothing. All right, come on, Baja. Be careful here. That low health. Speaking of the, you talked about Croc's hitbox earlier. Atoon definitely has the worst hitbox.
Yeah, I've seen some fun ones that hits that shouldn't have happened and do, and then hits that don't happen that should.
Saw an E-tank there.
Yeah.
Thought about it for a second, but we know who we're going to fight. There's no mystery here. This is the easiest of all the fights, but we will see whether or not we have a trip to the prom tonight, or if Cray just dies quickly. Yeah, Batwin is a sneakily difficult fight. Exact had the save and went and did some checks. Oh, and we are getting prom night with Crane.
Yeah, the hand came up and the first super went into the upper row of teeth, or the first regular missile, so not today.
I like it. Some Crane DLC.
With no supers, so I guess your charged wave ice spacer. Not bad.
There's quite a bit of damage there. So we know there's nothing behind Crane there that we want to pick up. At this point, yeah, it's plasma. Yeah, it's great. But unless it's literally like right side supers or left side in wreck ship, I don't think you worry about trying to pick anything up here. Oh, that's right. That door is locked because we have not killed Dragon.
Yeah, I was figuring maybe you'd see this. Well, you're going to see this E-tank pick up, and I don't know, maybe you're not. Maybe. Oh, you can get that? Okay.
Yeah, that's no
spring
problem
ball. Spring ball. Huh? Check a sand pit then. Coin flip.
It could be behind Dre.
Yeah. Not even gonna try. Just out.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it at this point. Like, especially since you're already feeling behind. You have a ton of ammo with 55 supers. It was an area, so we're gonna get the refill going down the Going down the elevator. No, it was not an area rando. Never mind.
Well, the other thing is I always forget about this red tower shortcut. Always.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's SMD3 for you. But yeah, when you go to sand pit, that takes you away from that. So
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the fastest route, especially knowing that we're going straight direct ship here. I would probably, with that super count, and knowing that it's not going to get refilled, I would probably take the ship refill to get that, have those max supers headed down. You know, have ice, which is awesome. So that's going to be a, you know, a much faster Metroid kills through the Metroid rooms. But I'd want to make sure that I spend as little time as possible trying to hit Mother Brain with just Spazer. Yeah, so there is still one in Wreck Ship. Oh, and we know that, never mind, we know that was we saw earlier that was X-ray.
oh
So
yeah, X-ray. It's spooky. That's right.
and without, you know, yes, it's Dre, but without having plasma, not worth grabbing. All right. Trying to do the short charge in here to get ready. All right, the grapple beam is ready. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait. Did not get the quick one. I'm just gonna have to wait until Dre floats you into range. Should be now. There we go. And we fry that shrimp.
Dinner served.
Not gonna take the check of they're behind the door.
Zach pulling a real nice Doppler there with the YA.
Now I'll be interested to see if whether or not that was worth it.
I don't remember if Baja knew about the X-ray or not.
All right, Exact takes down Fantoon. Still gonna have to follow that same path that Baja just did of going through Meridia and then a wrecked ship. Meanwhile, Baja is headed down to Turian and is gonna go see our friend Mother Brain. Does take that ship refill, which I expected. With that huge super count and no charged plasma, definitely the correct choice here. All right, taking that last elevator ride down.
Yeah, Ice Beam will come in handy here more than for just the time save, but you know, 5 tanks, if you're not careful, you can get a lot of that sucked out of you. I'm trying to do it with power bombs, so.
Yep, this ice here is huge. Not even worried about farming right now. Having so many supers, know that the last couple Metroids, they should deliver. These are definitely high super drop potential. But watching even good runners like Baja, it makes me think of when I watch someone like a Zenny or a Behe or any of those top vanilla runners, the way they execute their Super Metroid rooms, where they're making like 7 or 8 actions to be able to ice and super the Metroid all in just a smooth motion and fly through those rooms. It's incredible to see, like even watching the ease that Baja moved through, knowing that next level that's out there.
Yeah, I can agree. I found a nice way to get through there. I still occasionally have to stop, but then there's this clip floating around. I think it was from the multi-cat tournament a little bit ago. Sloaters did this thing, just like you blink, you're gonna miss the rooms.
Oh yeah,
I need to find something else.
That's another one of those runners that just makes it. They make it look. They make playing the game look easy.
Yeah.
No, but I realized I thought about it, the other day, just looking at, any of the things when you watch the people that are upper tier, mid tier, and even better, watching their, watching the best of the best, whatever it is, they make it look like it's something simple to do. It's like, why I wish the Olympics they would just have like throw a regular guy to swim to swim one of those events in the pool, and just watch that difference.
Yeah.
I do like this safety save here by Baja.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You take one too many hits, no problem. So
Turns off that screw attack, getting ready for a Zeb skip. I was having problems with this the other day, and it made my mother brain fight very difficult because I just wasn't able to do it.
And you can definitely go through without this, but we'll. Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Speed up mother brain quite a bit.
The one I'd like to learn is that second Zebetite spring ball skip. That's one that I haven't figured out yet.
Well, I'll tell you what, for this tournament, I finally made myself learn one, and guess what? The only one I can do is the down back. I can't do the spin jump. I don't understand it. So I don't have to turn on screw attack, but
All
anyway.
Right. 47 supers, mother brain is gonna get nuked. We're getting onion rings and french fries thrown at us. Some meatballs dropped on the ground. I don't know where we came up with all the food. And there's that ketchup beam.
Oh, I've been trying to figure out which one's first. Like, I'm sure somebody could tell me, but it's whatever one was first, I think, probably. And then they're like, oh, we could do this with the rest. And yeah, it's fun. I feel like it'd be the french fries. That was probably the first one. a crinkle cut, you know.
Yes, yeah. You know, that's my second favorite kind of fried potato option.
Mm-hmm. Curly fries or something else.
Waffle fries.
No, waffle fries. All right. So let's just talk about potatoes from here on out. I mean, this is just a cutscene.
Well, meanwhile, Exact is getting to her Batoon fight. Gets that X Factor. Very nice start.
I will say I haven't heard the meatball one, but it definitely fits. I mean,
No, it's just throwing all kinds of food comments in there for all of those. Steak fries are also good, but I mean, honestly, they're all good. But mine just, you know, waffle fries is my thing. That are tots, but
yeah, it did a little.
I don't believe Exact meant to.
Yeah, it turned
Make
around
that
in the
dive.
sand. Yeah. It's the love-hate mechanic relationship there.
Yeah, I definitely don't believe that was on purpose. Yeah, making a quick circle again back through that Metroid room. Meanwhile, we have a very pissed off Samus with a rainbow beam taking down Mother Brain quickly here.
Baja getting a nice set of 4 per jump there. That's not hard. That's not easy. I'm happy with 3.
Still getting onion ringed here. And one last meatball. Putting the bomb right on her eye, saying, you know, that extra, you die. Free refill for Exact. She picks up that E-Tank. But we now have Baja in the escape.
For anybody wondering, it's his. Actually, I should probably check.
Is this vanilla
It
or
should be
okay?
vanilla, yeah. So
All right,
nothing
here
special.
comes speed escape through here. Remembering to press jump through the door, which I swear I always forget.
Yeah, it's funny too because it was one of those things I learned how to do as I went, and then I started to realize there's really no downside to not jumping through the door, or jumping through the door rather. So I almost do that. I have it on every door now, except the ones where you need speed or something.
All right, we have the spark up climb. Oh, Exact also takes Kraid to prom. While Baja is coming out here on the surface criteria, gets through this last door. Get those letters ready in chat as we say, after all the steam, GG to Baja with an official race time GG of 1:22:08.
GG.
A run that took some perseverance to get through all those, all those nightmares, those reset moments that, when as a racer you obviously don't feel good anytime you have to take a reset like that.
Yeah, and it's only now at the dot done that Baja can be relieved that we had the whole thing with the wave beam location, the grapple stuff. So now he knows that his opponent had similar things going on.
Yep, and we are now joined by Baja here in chat. Baja, GG. Congratulations.
Wow.
What an adventure for you, right?
I'm pretty astonished that I didn't lose by like 20 minutes.
So you both had similar issues in that, you both went for the croc. She did not see charge like you did.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so that's obviously a huge issue. She went all the way. She was all the way to Green Bryn, by the time she reset to go back to Norfair. So you can imagine the amount of time difference that put you guys on.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And even Croc itself took, I want to say, 4 minutes, something like that, before the reset, just because I was getting right to the edge and charging forward on her, and yeah, Croc was crocking.
So FYI, because Exact went through the same thing that you did, dropping in the bottom of Croc Escape, you can walk across the bottom.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoops.
I wasn't sure either. And then we saw that she did it. We know you were low energy, but she ended up jumping over and got through there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
so that's one you got in your back pocket for the future.
It was so weird because I played one seed today with these settings, and the start was literally identical. The only difference was it was space jump right away instead of grapple. But like charge was literally the same location, and morph was at Croc. So it was like that was like part of why I kept making stupid mistakes, is because I had space jump the first time. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go check wave, and oh wait, that was dumb. And then like just like jumping into the pit and Croc and being like, oh wait, that was dumb.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's at like. Yep, I get that. You have that seed bleed going on.
But it worked out well because it meant I like had a good feeling about Croc having morph again, which turned out to pay off.
Yeah, and that perseverance of pushing all the way through and getting through it was the correct call. And it looks like we weren't going to see plasma. It was right side sand pit. So
gotcha. Yep.
And that was the only major in the game that we didn't actually see.
I know. I was hoping when I saw criteria had 4, I was hoping I could just skip Green Brinstar. Actually, I don't remember where high jump exactly was anymore, but it didn't occur to me for the longest time that high jump lava dive was actually in hard. I'm so used to all the random area that I just go in through 3 Musketeers and haven't had to do a lava dive yet. But
high jump was early supers, so you were going to have to visit it.
Okay. Yep. So. Yeah, kind of a rude seed. Had to pretty much full clear everything, assuming you were interested in that criteria with a gazillion items.
Yeah, I mean at 4, it's hard to not check it all, and you both basically, once she also got by Croc, she followed the exact path you were on. So like. The same boss order at that point, the same, it seemed the seed was fairly linear through that area, but you just had to, once you got past Croc, it was a different story.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you felt way behind when you had that early start.
Yeah. And like her execution is way better than mine too. So I knew I needed to make up time somewhere, somehow, if I was going to have a chance. So, spotting a bunch of time at the beginning doesn't help feel good in that regard either.
No, well, and chat was saying it looks like he's playing knowing that you're taking some risk maybe, or some plays knowing that or believing in his head that he's way behind. So yeah, I mean that's obviously a difficult situation you're in with that with that start you had, but for you, lucky for you, not so lucky for Exact, but she had a even rougher start.
Right.
But when you got the grapple, did that make you immediately decide, you know what, I'm going Croc, or was it the seed earlier today that made you decide to go Croc?
The charge was just too suspicious. So at the very least, I wanted to see how many major, like if Croc was a 0, I would leave, but
okay.
I wanted to check as much as I could before leaving Lower Norfair or Upper Norfair.
Yeah, it's always scary, especially because you get behind that. You go to the top of Red Bryn and you get through that door and you have no way back. If you
right.
That's a scary part about not having morph that I've seen in some of these seeds. I've seen saw a seed a couple weeks ago where Morph was locked behind Croc, and if he didn't make the play, that was the entire game.
Yeah, you really want to exhaust all the other options before you go past that point of no return.
For sure. Exact is she's finishing up. She's about to enter Turian and go take down Mother Brain and her Metroid friends. The difference here is she didn't go grab ice from the top of Aqueduct, right?
Yep. Did she grab Spazer but turn it off? Oh, right, for X Factor.
Yes. No, it turns it back on in the elevator. So, looking back on it, was there anything different you would do other than use the area to walk through in the bottom of that room?
Gosh, hard to say. I might have thought about going straight to lower Norfair after high jump if I had realized that was in logic before checking Rex ship, especially knowing Rex ship was only a 1. I don't know. Tough to say though. Yeah, I felt kind of behind by the time I was turning around at Rex ship, if I wasn't already feeling behind.
Right. Well, I mean, we figured you would, especially when you have to do an early super low ammo Croc where, she just got completely blown up by Croc the first time and had to reset off of a Croc because Croc was just... So she did go to Croc to start with.
Okay.
And would have been on that same path, but Croc took her out and had to she ended up resetting, and then from there went all the way into Criteria and Brinstar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we didn't have ammo. I think the charge beam was the only thing that actually made it logical to fight Croc. I don't think we had enough ammo otherwise. You had what, 1 pack of supers and 2 missiles? Maybe not even that much.
You had 1 missile pack and 1 super pack.
Yeah.
So not even the bare minimum. You don't even have the 1500 required. You're in rough territory.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, you never want to be having to farm during the fight. That's
no, fun. and she was farming during the fight initially, and it was literally 1 or 2 missiles away, and then E7 charged. So it was yeah. Does remember to turn right for the baby grab. Save those frames, folks. We always want to save the frames, but never save the animals. I'm on the no animal safe camp. Where are you on that? Where are the 2 of you on that, Baja and Scupulo? Where are you on the save the animals camp?
Yeah, I gotta save the frames. I need every advantage I can get.
Well, I mean, I just race, so it's kind of depends where I'm at, and race like this without everything you had to put up with, no blame for not doing it. So.
My joke is always that you're talking about taking animals and bringing them to another ecosystem. You're gonna ruin some other planet. So what are you doing? Leave it alone.
Won't clear customs, will they? Yeah.
Very likely not. So Exact's going for the speed Zeb skip. Let's see if she gets it. And does. Very nice. First try speed
nice.
Zeb skip.
So that's fancy, but I haven't bothered to learn it, but it looks like if you just get the spark, you're okay.
Yeah, it's a matter of getting that short charge, that's not an easy one.
Yeah, the short charge is pretty precise. Once you get it, it's not the movement in this room isn't too bad, but just being able to charge that spark is very difficult.
Hey, can you tell me why it makes the golden shower sound there in Varia? I'm going to take this opportunity.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just waiting for that catch-up beam, saving the last 15 supers, because that is the end of the fight. Yes, and Kirby, I know that's the argument all the time, is that the reason you save the animals is because Metroid Fusion and Metroid Dread wouldn't be canon without them, but I would forego those games just to make sure the animals never make it off the planet. Maybe I'm evil like that. There's the catch-up beam. Last 15 supers being unloaded into Mother Brain's head. And Exact is going to go for Exact's going for stand-up. Or not, just taking the jump.
Just hungry. A little extra food.
Yep. A few more onion rings, couple more meatballs, you know. Maybe draining the last bit of life out of Mother Brain. Not quite. I'm going to ask the two of you, the first time you played vanilla, how terrified were you in this fight when that baby popped onto the screen?
The baby room earlier was the scary part, because after that I was like, yeah, there's some stuff that's going to happen. Like in Mother Brain, I wasn't even worried because I already had, one health shenanigans like 2 minutes earlier. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was pretty cool and cinematic for the first playthrough. They did a nice job with this.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of reasons, this is my top two games were both Super Nintendo games, and both of them because of their the quality of gameplay and the quality of the story. And that's this and Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, that's such a good one as well.
That's I was mentioning earlier. That's the race that I run, which is I run Worlds Collide.
Oh, cool.
The randomizer. Though I just finished my first World Collide or first Super Metroid randomizer this week, so I'm gonna be getting more into trying this myself instead of just talking about it all the time.
Yeah, welcome to the club. It's pretty fun.
Not going to talk about the time on my first seed, but
everyone starts somewhere. I'm still somewhere as well.
It's we're not all Kip.
Yep.
Kip, who won the last Varia randomizer tournament in spectacular fashion in a game 7. That was pretty phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you missed the moonfall. How'd you feel about that?
Oh, yeah.
You had a couple moonfalls. You missed one of the moonfalls in Climb when you were headed down to check Shard Supers.
Yeah, it's very hit or miss, the ones I get, and a lot of even some of the ones like entering Green Star, I don't actually really know where the platforms are, so I usually just get a moonfall and then fall onto the first platform anyways. Or something.
All right, Exact is climbing up Parlor. Let's see. Do we see? Good. The animals are skipped. All right. As she's on Criteria surface and jumps up and hits the beloved ship with an official race time GG of 1:38.09. And by the miracles of science, we are now joined by Exact. She is now here on voice with us. How's it going?
Well, I am not pleased with the way that I routed that one, but GG's Baja.
Yeah,
That
thank
was
you. Yeah,
not
GG's as well.
that was not a friendly steed.
Yeah, it. I wanted to skip Green Prince Star and it being required to grab those high jump boots, unless you want to do high jumpless, I guess. But no, thank you.
Yeah, I have no interest in that. Not on the. Oh boy, I think I was on 3 in no, I was on 2 when I fought Ridley. I was on like 3 or 4 plus a reserve. 4 because I got 2 in Norfair on my trip down, and it still got kind of close because I took a Namahe Flame, but I did make it up first try.
Yeah, I cut it close to. Like, I was confident enough that I didn't save, and then I don't know, something to either the race or just like not having too much health leeway. I was not getting it. Luckily, I got a crystal flash off to avoid the death, but I had to go refill to get it.
I was impressed you made it out to try again on that one. I was like, well, that's like a win.
We were worried about just a bad iframe catching you in that moment. Like, don't.
Yeah, I wasn't actually 100% confident that you could crystal flash like that. I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, exact. I know you were not happy with that routing. That yeah, I'm sure when you realized that the croc play was required, you were extra upset.
Oh, I was real mad about that. I was real mad when I like finally checked. I forgot to check Croc Escape on my first visit to Business Center, and if I had seen that, I would have seen that it was charge and like known that Croc was in logic, because I like immediately upon hitting Business Center and getting whatever was it at high jump, I was like, okay, it's gonna be Croc. Like
Mhm.
late morph Bubble Mountain starts are Croc so often, and I went to Croc with 5 missiles and 5 supers because I did not find charge, and wasted like, it must have been like 4 or 5 minutes almost killing him, and then or fighting him, and I almost killed him, and then he charged forward like 5 times, so I just reset, and like from there I was just kind of tilted and knew I was very behind, because before, like after that, I went all the way to Big Pink and then reset again because I realized it must be Croc, and there must be either that or there was like progression at Croc Escape. But I'm generally feel okay about like my play. It's just the routing was what really got me here.
Yeah, your play was great. A lot of your movement was great. It came down to that that Croc fight where you were like 2 or 3 shots away, and then he didn't even just 5 charge, he 7 charged you. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
and at that point I was like, that's like he is not going to let me farm enough ammo to do this now. And yeah, eventually found my way back. But I also I went up and checked the wreck ship boss, and I was like, okay, I've got the equipment to kill and escape anybody but Dragon. I may as well kill a boss while I'm up here. And then you would never believe who was at wreck ship boss.
Yep, same
Well,
thing happened to me.
You both made the same check and made that same discovery, and both had to back out quickly.
Yeah, it was just there were so few majors available. I was like, it's probably just behind whatever boss this is, either like, you know, Ridley's item or Fantoon for the whatever wreck ship item. But nope, it was Lava Dive.
Yep, that was what I thought at first too. I was like, it's funny. I should have committed to the lava dive earlier, honestly. Like once I found Morph, I should have been like, you know what? Let's go collect that 3rd energy tank that I know is at Cathedral, because I checked it. And then I could have checked the reserve items. That would have gotten me another energy tank. I would have had 4 tanks and could have just done the lava dive then. And like that obviously did not happen. How soon did you commit to Lower Norfair?
I pretty much last locationed it. So I basically got more from Croc. I basically full cleared criteria looking for the majors. I went in the top of Brinstar, so I found those majors pretty quick. And then I went to Rex Ship, found Dragon, and then eventually figured out, okay, it's got to be Lower North Air. I think I fought Kraid on the way down there as well, or whatever, Ridley at Kraid.
Yeah, that was... I died on that fight the first time, and I was so mad because when he hit me and killed me, I was hitting... Like, my 30th super was in the process of hitting him.
Oh.
And he got me with his tail, but then I, like, went back for the second fight and just totally wrecked him, so I feel fine about that.
Your second fight was much, much, much smoother.
It's just like, you know what? At this point, I'm probably way behind. I may as well put on a good show for the good people out in chat. And got the spark kill on Dragon too. Managed to not chain damage myself to death somehow.
Yeah, that was cool. Got some X Factors in there too.
Yeah, got to do my Rain Dance opener, which I never get to do in Rando. So, and then, I mean, the first try speed Zeb skip was definitely that's the first time I've done that outside of practice. So,
yeah, that was cool.
Did you find ice? Where was ice?
Aqueduct. So yes, I did go do Aqueduct while I was heading to Dragon.
Yeah, and then so Aqueduct, I was at like 60 energy coming in to Aqueduct, and I had like 100 in reserve, but I took a save because I was like, maybe, you know, Botwoon might really, really troll me. I might mess up my X Factor really bad and take a couple of stupid hits. Like, why don't I check Aqueduct to see if there's like an energy tank there? I was looking for an energy tank, and I tried to like charge a spark and jump up to the second tier so I would save energy, not having to spark through the whole thing. And I messed it up twice, and once sparked all the way to the ceiling and saw the first item was a missile. It was just like, nope, you know what, I'm going.
Oh, that's unfortunate, yeah. Yeah, I am lucky that I was very I don't know what to say, but aggressive about not saving before challenging things. I am lucky I didn't take a bad death somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't think I saved before Ridley or Batoon, and I also had like almost no health entering East Meridian for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think I was a little save happier than I usually was, but it was mostly because I was like, I'm so behind. If I die, I'm just not going to be able to finish, and we'll have to forfeit. So I'm just gonna save. I don't think I like hesitated and went up and almost went into the save station at Bubble Mountain before Lava Dive, but then didn't. And decided, you know what, I've got 5 energy tanks. I've been practicing it on 2. I'll be fine. And thankfully I was, despite, you know, I've been practicing without screw attack on or space jump on, and so the visual cue for knowing if I've gotten the entry right is not the same at all. But yeah, like aside from my like really, really shoddy routing and making plays that I probably didn't have to, I'm looking forward to watching this one back and, you know, seeing where we went wrong, because I'm kind of curious where there was route divergence, because I feel like we would have finished like pretty similar times if I had not like wasted a total of like 15-ish minutes between my resets, probably. So
honestly, other than you skipping Croc and moving and going around, once you both hit Croc, you both pretty much followed the same path through the rest of the seed.
Yeah, I kind of figured we would. I was kind of hoping for like once I like once I was in gravity go mode I think basically when I found the high jump boots for real was when I went into gravity go mode. And so I was just full clearing everything, looking for gravity and hoping that it was someplace kind of weird and off path that it would take you a while to get to. But unfortunately, it was like I checked GT, which wasted me a little bit of time.
Yeah, same. I mean, at that point, it had to be in Lower Norfair, so you really gotta full clear it.
Yeah, I was either that or the other alternative was that it was Bantoon in Lower Norfair for gravity and wrecked ship.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't as bad as it could have been, I guess.
Yeah, that would have been awful. Holy cow. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Seed was still pretty rough and pretty brutal to you both, but I thought you both had good solid movement. Saw some great play. After you realized and got through the decisions and the difficulties that you did, thought you both played really well in general. Obviously the routing, the routing is just one of those things. You're not sure if it's going to happen or not, and you got to make the play and see. But in general, I definitely enjoyed the race from the two of you tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you both commentating. I'm looking forward to watching this back as well.
GG to both of you.
All right, Exact, do you have any last thoughts?
Well, I know for a fact that I am never, ever, ever going to skip checking Croc Escape ever again. But yeah, other than that, thanks to you and Scoop for commentating. Thanks to Stack for tracking. I'm sure I caused him a little bit of headaches towards the beginning of the game. So
you and me both. I had some full resets as well, or one. Anyway.
But yeah, so thanks to all of the lovely people out there watching, and I will see you next mission.
Yeah, Exact. Looking forward to you and I are covering Stack's race tomorrow night together. So
yeah, that'll be a fun one, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
For sure. All right, Baja, any last thoughts?
No. Thanks again, all the volunteers. GG's again, Exact. Good luck in the rest of the Swiss rounds. And sometime my luck will run out.
All right, Scoop, you got any last thoughts?
Nothing that wasn't already said, other than thank you once again, Vincent, for letting me comment with you.
Oh, my pleasure for sure. All right,
maybe we'll figure out why Mickey Mouse is called Mickey Mouse at some point.
Please don't sue us, Disney, again. All right. All right. I will say one. I will say it. Trackers during these randomizers are incredibly important, and it's a difficult job. You saw both runners had to do resets, and the tracker has to be prepared for that and be able to go back. So thank you, Stack, for doing a great job tracking. Thank you, racers, for both giving us a good race. Thank you, Scoop, for great comms with me tonight. Look forward, as always. We have plenty of races on the docket for tomorrow, including another 9 p.m. tomorrow with Stack, our tracker, who's going to be on and racing tomorrow night. So hope to see you guys in some of the future races, and we will all see you next mission.
Take care, everybody.